Welcome to online classes with Yoga Cheryl. Today we will be working towards Warrior One posture. We will need to open up the groins and the hips and the legs and prepare the low back for the mild back bend that's in Warrior One. You'll need a set of 2 blocks, preferably 4-inch foam blocks like this, and a bolster for the end of class. Let's get started. We'll first lay down, so I'm going to move the bolster to the side, and then come down onto the back. Extend the left leg, and let's bring the right knee into the chest. Start to warm up this hip a bit by bringing the knee out and bringing the knee across. So as you take a breath in, with the left leg grounded, draw the right knee open to the right. And as you take a breath out, bring the knee to center, pass it to the left hand, and bring the leg up and over and come into a mild twist. Come to center, inhale, the knee open to the right side, and exhale, cross it to the left side. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Inhale, open. And exhale, cross. Come back to the center. Let's come into a half happy baby posture, either by holding behind your knee, drawing the knee out slightly, and then lifting the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. This can also be done by taking the arm on the inside of the leg, holding onto the ankle, holding onto the big toe, or holding onto the outside edge of the foot. The left leg needs to stay grounded the whole time. Lift the left arm up and over the head to create a bit more of a stretch along the side body. Relax into the right buttock. Keep the breath flowing. And then draw the left arm down, knee comes to chest, and extend the right leg. Bring the left knee into the chest. Inhale, open the knee to the left. Exhale, switch hands and cross it over to the right. Inhale, open left. Exhale, cross to the right. Inhale, open left. Exhale, cross to the right. One last time. Inhale, open left. And exhale, cross to the right. Then roll to center, coming into your chosen version of half happy baby pose. Hand to the back of the knee, holding the foot towards the ceiling, or hand to the ankle with the arm on the inside, holding on to the big toe, or holding on to the outside edge of the foot. Opposite arm raises over the head, lengthening down into the straight leg. Keep breathing normally. And then releasing the arm, drawing the knee to the chest, extending the leg to the floor, taking both arms up and over the head. And then relax both arms to the side. Going to bring one of our blocks with us and get a little closer to the wall. So sitting up, scoot in so that your knees are bent and the balls of the feet are touching the wall just a bit, and then lay down. We want to come up into bridge pose, but be far enough and close enough to the wall, excuse me, that you can get the legs straight that's not in bridge pose. So lifting up, pelvis on the block on the first height. Let the right leg, a little too close, straighten out. So you've got a firm connection between the foot and the wall. Bring the left knee into the chest. Give it a squeeze. So reaching strongly down into that right leg. You have the option here to drop the right heel all the way down to the floor, which creates more of a back bend and more of a stretch on the psoas and the front of the hip. Also have the option to extend the left leg straight, flexing through that ankle. Take a few more breaths, either with the leg straight or the knee folded, really strengthening down through this straight leg, and then releasing both legs in bridge for a moment. And then bringing the opposite knee to the chest. Extending, making sure that you still have a firm connection between the foot and the wall. Letting the leg go further down towards the ground if that's a possibility. Perhaps extending into the right leg. There's a slight bit of internal rotation on the bottom leg. This is mimicking the back leg for when we do Warrior One. Taking a breath in, and then as you're breathing out, knee comes to chest, feet to the floor, and this be in bridge pose, Satyabandha, for a few moments. And then inhale, lift up the hips, take your block out and land. Come to the side. Find your other block. We're going to kneel and do a little lunge series. So in the lunge series, the right leg is going to come forward between the blocks. Make sure that the feet are far enough apart, so that when you come deep into your lunge, the knee doesn't go past the ankle. So we do not want to be in this position here. Blocks are on their highest height. Lean into the low lunge. As you're leaning, lift through the chest, taking a breath in. As you exhale, pull the hips back and straighten into the front knee. Angle out over the front leg. And inhale forward. Exhale, pull back, lengthening the right leg. Inhale forward. Exhale back 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. And the last time we're going to hold. Inhale, peel the upper body away from the thigh, lifting up through the belly, and reach the arms up and over. If this arm position isn't comfortable, the hands can also be at the heart. So reaching up from the back of the shoulder blades up through those pinky fingers, releasing shoulder blades down. Try not to lean too far back. Think about reaching up more than you're leaning back. And then on the exhalation, bring the hands down and bring the foot back. And then let's prepare for side 2. Lean forward, checking the length and the width of the stance. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, draw back, straightening into the front leg. Inhale forward. Exhale, pull back. 2 more. Inhale forward. Exhale back, and then let's come forward and hold. Inhale into the low lunge, Anjaneyasana, hands to heart, belly lifted or arms lifted. Reaching up, trying to create this back bend in the pelvis. We feel this length down through the front of the right side. If you feel wobbly at all, draw the thighs toward the midline. That should help to draw some more awareness into that center line. And then exhale, hands to blocks, and leg comes out from under. Draw the blocks back just a little bit closer to your body. Lean up this time and bring the right foot forward so that you are in a higher lunge here. You're not quite as long in the position. This time, the blocks, you want them right underneath where your armpits are. So as your arms hang down, they should be right there under your fingertips. Lifting up through the belly to stretch the quadricep muscle. So as you're inhaling, sweep the arms forward and up. On the exhalation, hands to the blocks, back toe under, pick up the back knee and straighten both of the legs. So inhale, land, and sweep up. Exhale, and extend. Go with the breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend. Land and lift. And extend. Keep the breath flowing. Last time. Inhale here. And exhale into pyramid position. We're going to hold pyramid position, but this time drop that back heel in and down. Try to keep scooping the right hip back as you reach the heart forward. Good. And then turn the back foot forward, knees down, and switch to the other leg. Inhale, lift, toes under, exhale, push back. Inhale, lift, exhale, extend. Inhale, lift, exhale, extend. One more time, inhale, lift, moving, exhale, extend. And then holding pyramid here, turning that back heel in and down, lifting the heart forward, pull the left hip back, slightly roll the right hip forward. Very good. So the next position, we're going to transition more into a standing position from here. So let's bring our blocks forward and step forward with both feet. And then extend the spine all the way up, let the arms reach towards the ceiling, and then bring the hands to your heart. So find a block, come to your wall, a little closer. We're going to bring the foot into the stance for warrior one. Right foot forward, block between the shin and the wall on this longest height so that you've got a nice connection to stabilize the front leg. And then step the left foot back, turn the heel in, and push into that back leg. Start to reach up, right hand up on the wall, left arm also on top of right, and lean into it. So try not to sink into the shoulders, but let the shoulders be nice and strong here. Shoulder blades wrapping around the spine, wrapping around the front chest rather, reaching back into the left leg, pressing the block into the wall. So this is a pretty strong calf stretch for the left side. Good. And then slide the hands down the wall and straighten your elbows and lift the heart. Keep the spine in the same position, but raise the arms. Again, if this is too much on the shoulders, the hands can be at the heart, or they can lift back ribs, reaching up away from the bottom of the waist. Keep straightening into the back leg. Good. And then hands to the wall. Take the block out. We're going to step into a half downward dog. So bring the feet the same distance from the wall. And sink back. Lengthen back through the spine. Again, don't let the head and chest sink below the arms. Keep the head slightly above the elbows. Nice. And then we're going to grab our block and try this on the second side. So left foot comes forward. Catch the block between the shin and the wall. Right foot steps back into your warrior one stance. Finding the stance here. Pressing into this leg. Slight turn of the pelvis toward the wall. Left hand up. Right hand over left. Lengthen back. Find that length in the low spine. Tailbone descending into the back leg. Shoulder blades nice and strong. Push the block into the wall. Good. And then slide the hands down to sort of measure the distance for the spine to be away from the wall. And then arms up. Don't throw yourself back in the pose. Go up away from the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then releasing. You can let the block fall. Finding the hands at shoulders height or a little lower. And finding your downward facing dog here. Lengthen back. Shoulders nice and broad. And then walking forward to finish. Very nice. So let's try that again, but this time we'll actually be away from the wall. So starting in Tadasana, step the left foot back, turn the heel in. Be on both feet in the beginning. Take an inhale, arms are going to sweep up. Bend into the front knee. Now I feel like my feet are not far enough apart, so I'm going to scoot it forward just a little bit so that I can bend the knee a little bit deeper. And again, lift up. Don't throw yourself back. So as if you're trying to push up towards the ceiling with the arms. And then release. Step forward. Other side. Right leg back. Heel in. Inhale. And exhale. You can continue to bend into the front knee, but don't throw the shoulders and head back. Feel very victorious in this position. And then inhale to lengthen and exhale to release. And then step forward. Very nice. So turn to the side. We're going to do a seated forward bend now. Lengthen the legs out. I'm going to bring a block here just in case we need it. So nice grounded position with the legs. Toes are all facing upward. I'm going to come through the middle. So start to lengthen the belly away from the floor, using your arms to support yourself. Now if you have the flexibility, you might use a block under the forehead, like so. But don't strain just to get your head on a block. It's not worth it. Finding the majority of the sensation in your legs, not in the back. So coming into your chosen depth of position here. Ground thighs. Breathing deeply. Especially those nice exhalations. Let the exhale be a little bit lengthened. Keep lifting the belly away from the pubic bone. And then when you're ready to come out, belly engaged, hands under the chest. Inhale to lift yourself back up to seated. Remove the block out of the way. Bring your knees out and swing the feet in and come back to a seated position. So now we're going to lay down, do a little bit more release for the back, a little reclining twist, and then come into Shavasana. So coming on the back, shift your hips to the right. Bring your knees to the chest. Lay your legs to the left. And reach the right arm back in a cactus position or straight out. You can also put a block under the bottom knee or a blanket between the knees if you need extra support. Just releasing the back of the body towards the floor, feeling the breath come into the right side of the abdomen. And then lift up the knee and the other knee, pelvis in the center of the mat. Then shift the hips to the left, bring the knees to the chest, let the legs come to the right, and reach the other left arm back. Breathing down into the left abdomen and belly. And then lifting top knee and bottom knee until you're back in the center of the mat. Scoot the feet slightly more close to your bottom. I'm going to come into a few active bridge lifts here just to release the back a bit more. So on an inhale, lengthen the tailbone as you lift up through the hips, and on an exhale, release back down. Let's do 3 more like that. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Use your quads and your hamstrings to lift, not just the buttocks muscles. Exhale. And last time. Inhale, point the tail towards the backs of the knees, and exhale to release. So preparing for Shavasana, if you have a bolster, you're welcome to place it behind the knees for greater comfort of the low back. Hands are going to rest, palms facing upward, shoulders releasing behind the back. Thank you for practicing with me today. Bring hands to the heart. Namaste.